And he's completely out of line here. So I
think he's completely out of line because he's been taking forever to make a decision. Against an amateur player coming in here as the best player in the world, taking 15 minutes to make a decision.
I haven't taken 15 minutes. You want to bet on that?
Well, you will.
You're
that's
so
why
out of
I'm
line.
talking about
You know, your etiquette's horrible. Stay out of this.
Gentlemen,
stay out.
Okay.
Please.
Let him make a decision.
Yeah, let's hear your ruling.
We're going to put you on the clock right now. You got a minute and 10 seconds.
That's your ruling?
Right. You're going to let him make his play.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Tony.
Story checks out.
Obviously, I think ace high is good right now, okay? I mean, or I wouldn't be studying. I'm not putting it in to draw. He's running out of time.
Let's see if Phil is really willing to pull the trigger.
You got a pair?
Look, Phil, he's a father of 3. Russ is used to tuning out obnoxious noise. Antonio doing the 7th inning stretch.
Why check the flop and then move in on the turn? It's got to be a bluff. If you were going to bluff, why not bluff the flop?
Phil folds. And those are tears of joy.
If you're bluffing, I highly recommend showing. If you're bluffing, I highly recommend
King,
showing.
queen with the 1 club? King, he might have had jack 9 or queen 9.
You'll see the steam coming up.
You should show a bluff if you were bluffing, for sure.
You would show it if I would have.
I can't ever get enough of those two. And Tony was just heating up. A classic explosion is aimed at one of poker's fresh faces when we come back.
Do you think you can beat this game? For a chance to be a loose cannon and play on the big game, log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. We'll be right back.
If these kids come here, and if they play one hand every hour, I'm going to kick them out. I'm going to drag them off the table. If you come here, you got to play, and you got to take us on. You got to take me on, Daniel on, and Joe on, and show your bluff, show your abilities. Don't come here and blind out. That's not what I'm looking for in my show.
Did Tony just say his show? Because I thought this was Amanda Leatherman's show.
Once again, he's Joe, I'm Chris, and welcome back to the Best of the Big Game Fight Night. As you just heard, Tony G has very little patience for the internet kids, and a young man named Andrew Roble was about to learn this the hard way.
From before Roble even sat down, Tony started trash-talking him, and though a good fight is usually two-sided, Tony G was about to open a can of verbal whoop-ass and Vegemite on 24-year-old Roble. It was hand number 131. Tony had straddled. Action was on Lex Veldhouse. Enjoy.
Lex folds. Daniel's out. Alan Berry folds. Reynolds folds. Queen 6 suited for Roble.
This could be the ultimate laydown against the blind razor.
Tony's trying to goad him.
Roble didn't find that one funny. He said, "It's good to see me."
He pops it.
Pop it up.
5 tray for Tony.
No, I'm just giving you free money. That's all right. Take it.
Tony calls.
Expecting you to fold.
Oh, no, you want me to have free money?
He can't be serious that he expected Tony to fold, can he?
Calculated the pot and potted it without saying pot.
5 tray 6 action flop.
Dicey flop for Roble, top pair for him, bottom 2 for Tony G.
That's a scary... You're a young man, that's a scary flop.
Roble checks. Tony G bets 10 grand.
Avoid the big bet.
Let me check. I'm committed, you see?
Andrew might like his hand, but there are a lot of bad cards that can come on the turn.
Roble calls.
You want me to just check it in the dark?
Yes, please.
Jack of clubs on the turn. Roble checks.
Still playing cautiously.
What do you have there? Any way I can get you off the hand?
Tony knows Roble plays tight.
How much do you have there, Roble?
I had 105 to start.
So you're winning off someone?
Tony's trying to figure out how to get max juice.
How much have you put in now? Total 16? No, less. 13. I don't going to bet 50.
Tony bets 50,000.
See if you're a real man.
50,000.
Tony's playing mind games to make it look like he's trying to buy it, and he's even making it personal. Yesterday he told Daniel he was going to put the pressure on Roble, and he's doing it now.
Oh, I want to call the clock. I want to call the clock. Come on internet you play like in 1 second. Where do you come here now? You come to my game and you're wasting my time.
On the internet, people don't bet 3 times a pot every hand.
On your bikes! Get Amanda! Amanda! Bring a tricycle!
Call the clock.
Bring your tricycle!
It's ridiculous. These kids are coming here, taking me on.
Tony, calm down, please.
Tony, I need to know that you bring a bike for me. So if I ship it all in, do I get a bike? Like at least, do I get a novelty prize?
Now you're mocking the man.
Now, you're on the clock. You've got 1 minute, and then we're going to do a 10-second countdown, all right?
That is floorman Tom Keene putting Andrew Roble on the clock.
As entertaining as all this is, this actually breaks etiquette a little bit to call the clock on someone, especially in a cash game when the blinds don't increase. But this is all part of Tony's mind games to try to get Andrew steamed enough to call.
Okay, you're at 1 minute. You got 10-second countdown. At 10 seconds, your hand will be dead. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fold.
Let's see a deuce 9. A deuce and a 9, Tony G.
Good fold.
He didn't shove, so this is a good fold.
Good fold. Made the hero lay down.
What did you have?
Pair of sixes?
What did you have, ace queen?
around that.
I guess in the technical sense, 6-queen is close to ace-queen.
Nice play, Mr. G. Bold, aggressive. You know, it just had the makings to be a real TV superstar hand.
Superstar hand indeed. But up next, there's fireworks as the loose cannon and a wealthy businessman get overheated.
Something like twice the player you'll ever be. Oh. Ace scared you?
No, ace made me.
Did?
Yep.
10,000 it made you. Liar. Liar. Now raise me, liar.
That's ahead when the best of the big game fight night returns.
On internet you play like in 1 second. Where do you come here now? You come to my game and you're wasting my time.
On the internet.
On your bike.
I know that I've been out of line, but I'm a man. I admit it. Now's your chance. You're 23. I don't think you could admit it.
Admit that I'm out of line? Are you kidding me?
You're a professional player playing against a loose cannon. I mean,
I'm trying to make a decision for 43,000. Can you just shut the up?
Welcome back to Fight Night here on the best of the big game. This next tussle involves a loose cannon. Now, in general, the pros do not pick fights with cannons, but Rick Rahim is no pro.
Rick is a wealthy, trash-talking amateur that plays like a maniac. He'd been poking Troy Howard, the loose cannon, all night, and an explosion was bound to happen. It was hand 91, and shots were about to be fired.
Rahim straddles, so the loose cannon looking at pocket jacks to start out with. Raised to 3,000. Viffer folds. Barry, suited connectors.
Barry, suited connectors, position, loose cannon.
Call.
He's in.
3,000. Of course, I don't think I'm throwing this hand away. I don't think so. I play a little rusty.
I knew you were calling before you looked at your cards.
Chow calls with pocket eights.
Any chance I'm folding?
No chance
No?
of folding.
None?
No. The other two eights were already mucked, so Chow's in rough shape. Rick's the only player holding an overcard to the jacks.
10 tray ace. Goes check, check over to Troy. His jack's still best. Fires 6,100. Barry folds.
Let's try to win the second part.
Wow, look at that.
Troy fires and makes a continuation bet despite the presence of the ace.
You're halfway there. Halfway to being over 100.
Right. You want me to straddle so bad, just call me and then monk. And then I'll start straddling.
There you go, straddle.
No, I said I ain't plus yet. See, had you called me and then mucked it, I would have been plus, and then it would have been a straddle. You know, everybody wins.
But we do get the wrap. You win a pot, we get the wrap.
You get the wrap whenever you want it. Nobody said anything, so it's in my pocket.
They have an expression for guys like that.
What's that?
All bark and no bite.
You think so?
No, I think I just said so.
Yeah, but I managed to call you with a queen.
I was bluffing.
That was a little bite, wasn't it? Nip, 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 nip. Mr. Tron shirt, nip, nip. Yeah, don't get it started. All I gotta do is have a hand.
Just all get along.
I was trying. He's attacking me.
I'm not attacking anybody. No. Ooh, temper.
The tempers would flare up again just 15 hands later. The straddle was on, so Ike Haxton would be the first to act.
What's the saying? Sun shines on a dog's ass every
Squirrel finds a nut.
You guys got all those Texas Poker Express.